Hi there, I'm at Andreani's stand together with Diego. He will explain a little bit more about the Andreani cartridge. As you know, on my Honda Transalp 750 I have the Misano rally cartridge, which I'm very happy about it. But I was a little bit worried regarding the maintenance intervals, regarding how to maintain properly the oil, how often to make the maintenance, because people are saying, okay, you have a competition suspension, but it's very difficult to maintain. You have to make the service intervals more often. I want to have your opinion as a specialist, because I'm not a specialist, I'm not a mechanic. I think your opinion is very important.
To have the same performances and to have the same oil performances inside the front fork, it is recommended to do a service every 20-25,000 kilometers of the bike. This is to have, as I said, the same performance inside the kit, to change less components inside the kit when you take your suspension to the professional to do the service, and also to have a much more safety and also a much more comfort ride.
And performance.
Of course, it is translated in performances.
We have this Misano rally cartridge. What can you tell us about the performance of this one from your experience? I mean, you have experience regarding the service. Maybe you know some history. You have some stats about this specific suspension rally cartridge from Misano.
The rally cartridge has been developed especially for adventure bikes. It is a kit that gives you the best performances if you are willing to do also white roads and off-roads, and it gives you also the performance and the comfort if you are willing to do also road application.
You say it's properly to use for adventure, for off-road, but also for long trips.
Yes, it is suitable to do all these kind of uses. Regarding the service and maintenance, we do always recommend to look on our website. It is andreanigroup.com. You check for your inside the authorized service center area. You can insert your country and your city, and it is shown the authorized service center nearby you. This because the work on the suspension, it is always to prefer to let do it to professionals.
Because suspension is it's a matter of safety, and of course safety on the motorcycle can be decisive from life to death.
It is a matter of safety, and all our authorized service center, they have been trained to do it. They have all our tools and they know how to work properly on every kind of suspension.
Do you offer trainings for specialized mechanic? Do you offer how maybe one of our mechanics would like to get more specialized regarding the Andreani forks, the Andreani suspension? Do you make yourself let's say a certified training course for who is interested in making this?
We do training course once a year for a foreign customer in English. And we teach how to work properly on every kind of suspension. So it is not only training where we teach you how to service, but also how to maintain and how to tune the suspensions. And also we also teach how to install and service the Andreani kits. This training course is specifically for mechanics that wants to be more involved inside the suspension world and wants to become a professional of the suspension.
And one question, I'm not. Let's say I saw that you're making the forks, the front suspension. Why you're making also for the rear, or I haven't saw rear suspension from Andreani. Do you make for the rear as well?
No, for the rear we do use only Öhlins spare parts, where Öhlins doesn't have the application, or Öhlins application from the...
That's why you're working together. Maybe you find the best mixture, the best balance between your suspension settings and Öhlins. How come this collaboration? How is it you make this with Öhlins and not with other manufacturer?
We are Öhlins distributor since 2005. So we have a long cooperation with them. We do follow all the races for Öhlins on all the free segments so motorcycles, mountain bikes, and also cars. We have a lot of knowledge on this, on the Öhlins suspension and Öhlins settings, so that's why we work properly with them. Also because they are the best brand of suspension in the world, I believe.
When we take a look at this suspension, there is something I don't know, better than this. It's something close to this performance from Misano rally cartridge. There is something similar with this one.
One similar kit might be the Öhlins FKA.
Öhlins FKA.
It's the application that Öhlins has for adventure bikes. It's a slightly different system than ours, but it gives always a very good performance.
In terms of oil flow, we have here on top more oil flow, more oil drainage, so to speak, and quite a lot on the bottom side.
Yes, especially on the rally kit, we have a 2-piston compression to have a better performance and better, let's say, safety on the ride. The 2 pistons and all the flow that you see inside the cartridge kit is to maintain the same pressure inside, so to not have an high pressure and risk to ruin the oil.
And you think 25,000 again? I ask you because many people said, okay, 10,000, 15,000. Some say change it when it's oil. We have oil leaks. Change it. So from your experience, could you tell us the lowest mileage you heard about and the highest mileage? Maybe you heard someone change it at 50,000. Could be. Or maybe you heard someone change it at 5,000, or maybe you tell us this particular situation, maybe from your experience.
The average is 20-25,000. This is where we do recommend to do the service. Of course, we had kit inside our workshop which have been serviced after 60,000 kilometers. We have checked the internal, all the cartridge, and everything was still at the same as day one. So the only thing that changed was the oil. So.
And oil during time, let's say after 5 years, even though you don't make kilometers, let's say you make 10,000 kilometers and you stayed 6 years with a bike, you have to change the oil?
Yes, it is always better to do a service before taking the bike again to a ride.
And the oil, after how many years the oil could lose its properties?
It is not that the oil loses properties, but it might be that staying without any kind of movement of the fork, you might get all the oil seals and dust seals a little bit much more or rusty or a little bit that they are not dry. So that's why maybe if you don't use the suspension of the motorcycle for so many years, maybe it is better to do a full service, changing the oil and changing seals before riding again.
Yeah. The last question, and I appreciate your patience. How to make, let's say, small things like cleaning the suspension with something. Maybe you recommend these small tips which a regular person like me can do just to prevent some mud or some water or some dust to come inside the suspension travel. Small things, what can we do?
Of course, if after every ride you take your time to clean a little bit all the bikes and also the suspension, this will prevent to get maybe some rust material or that the mud got so hard to take it off. Usually if you put like a little bit of grease on the oil seals, if you are not riding for a long period, it might help a little bit.
What grease you recommend? Or
we use Öhlins grease, yes.
Good. And we find it in your shop on the website. Öhlins, how it's called exactly? Öhlins fork grease, right?
Yes.
And it's a spray grease or it's a manually applied grease, a solid?
Manually applied, this is solid. You can find it in your Öhlins dealer or Öhlins distributor in your country.
Thank you very much.
You're
and
welcome.
I appreciate